Hello, listeners. Hi, my name is Madhavi, and I'm so happy to have you on Upptalk. You have come to the right place if you want to learn about IT and do really cool things with your hands. We are not just another IT company when I say Upptalk. Think of us as your learning partner dedicated to helping you reach your full potential. We have top notch hands on courses to help you build your business, whether you are new to technology or want to move up in your current job. Let's look around this as our first step towards learning.
So vacation is done. So everything we have completed in here. Now we are moving into certificate. SCK is like 96 hours per year. No cover. Prorated based on data file. We have created certificate. We have yearly date pattern also. Jan 1st, there is a date pattern for Jan 1st. We can just select it out. We can use this date pattern itself. This is the limit name. I will just go for the date pattern. So we have already created CK. It should prorate yearly. Dates we already know. This date is the Jan 1st date itself is Jan 1st only. Based on this, we need to have a date pattern which repeats yearly. We will see which is that, which is the available one. January 1st yearly. This is referencing to Jan 1st date and it is repeating yearly. If you want to confirm, you can again check it there. So the reference date is what we saw, the first one, and it is repeating yearly. So we will use this date pattern. I will just copy paste. This pattern we are now to use for our policy. Next thing we need to create is grant. Here I need to create similar to this. Where is my? What is the grant which I have used? BC vacation. I will create a new one. Let's create a BC Psychic A. So I'll find this A BC Psychic A. I am creating a grant. Only thing I need to choose is again fixer and our date pattern is Jan 1st yearly. Our date pattern is we are going to choose 011 Jan 1st yearly because it needs to repeat yearly. And it is not a one time. We are going to repeat it yearly. We need to, as per our requirement, if you see, we need to prorate it. And no carrier. No carrier, we can handle it later. First, we will prorate date based on data file. Now I will choose this option. That's it done. It will automatically prorate based on data file. If it is HCM, if it is higher than the width of the year, it will divide the number of dates and automatically prorate it. So grant is done directly. We will go to the create a policy for ICK. What is the Australian FD vacation we have created? Similarly, we will create a and the profile is ABC. Our role is what we have created. We will use the same AB, CICK. ABCK is our role. Let me check it out. Okay. Now probation period, length of service, I think is when we choose our grantees, CSSK, and the amount is yearly. And for this, the carryover is no carryover. So the first one, we had this carryover, but we gave 40 hours. We can use the same limit here. Jan first. It carry over yearly because we are going to apply the same limit here also, but just the hours will be different. Here we will put it as 0 so that 0 or no hours are carried. We can use the same limit. Only grant needs to be different because we are going to do the carryover on Jan 1st only for both vacation and ICK. So we can use the same limit. But just the amount will be different when we are putting the policy. That's it. Any doubts on this? Give me 1 second. I'm just doing it with you. Jan 1st carry over year. This is because it would carry over. If we are not doing any limit, it will carry over. So we are zeroing it out on Jan 1st. The amount is 0. I finished my interval. Now I need to choose a pay code. As per the pay code. Pay apologies, I need to choose a pay code to use for SESKK. Vacation. We have choose this vacation pay code which is available here. Now for SESKK, similarly, I will choose one pay code for SESKK here. SESKK here. I will use the normal 60K port. So that if I am like puts this in a stack like this, is this pay code name looks meaningful. So I'll just choose this. This one. It said it's standard, so it's already like built-in like. If you want, you can create it. Already there are so many SCK. See over, as practice has created around 456, so I'm just reusing it. If not, you can create one with the prefix or suffix and you can use it. It should be a standard pay code and should be a hourly pay code. Two options will be there when you create a pay code and pay policies. You need to pick standard and powers and given it, that's it. That pay code can be used. Only those two conditions needs to be met. Nothing in the bottom, the overdraft and stuff that was the into return. Just giving you time so that you are also completing it. And now here again, minimum taking CK means powers. We can give 4 and 4. We give even, he can take half day. But simply we can make it like if you see he need to take full daily. So minimum taking, and I say that taking increment is also 8. So he should take him only in days, not half days of some hours, because for that purpose we have vacation. If he is taking full day, I'm just giving you this, not a proper requirement, like I'm just giving you an idea how we are doing it. Yes. And again for this also, you can restrict them. If he is below 0, he will not allow him to take it because we are giving this upfront on the 1st of January itself. So he should not be taking it after this, after it reaches 0 for that particular year. Yes, everything is done. Just need to move. Now save and return. We have one more. We will complete that and then finally map it to the policy. What we have is ABC emergency. We have created the pay code. So what is the requirement? 24 hours per year, no carryover, no proration. Then what we can do is we can use the same grant everything. See, both are having same condition. Only difference is there is no proration. And like what we say, there is a yearly, also same, but no proration and no carryover, only the hours value is different. So what we can do is we already have the pay code, we already know the dates and date patterns. We can directly go to grants and we can duplicate this sequence. Because this is also yearly emergency, also yearly. Only difference is the hours is different and we are not prorating it. So we will duplicate this and we will change this to a BC emergency. So only the changes. Now we have created it. This is here. A BC emergency fixed. Now I need to create a policy code. So it is again similar to this second condition. I will duplicate it in policies. It will reduce some work and rather than 3D fresh. ABC emergency. ABC emergency no operation period. What is our brand name? Jan first. Uh, and now I'm going to change the hours to 24. And for emergency, we need to choose a pay code also. And again, this also has the same carrier limit. We can use the same carrier limit for this also. Only we need to make it again 0. Jan, first carrier yearly. Jan, Jan 1st career yearly. Again, it is 0 for this guy. Emerge. Now what we need to do is we need to make a change. I'll remove this. For emergency, we need to choose a pay code. I'll choose something which is something like emergency or personal date. Something like that. I'm just choosing what are the pay codes available. I'm just choosing the pay code. It's personal. Emergency pay code again. We can give the increment like he should be taking it for us. He can take for emergency. He might need to leave immediately. He might take half day or full day. So that is fine. And this is also very strict. Only he can take 3 yearly. Now we are saving and return. And then we'll go to the accrual profile and we'll make the final changes. We'll fix it up, whatever we have created. Now it's our time to add vacation and sick. Sick is added. Not ABC sick, it should be USDC. I use. We have created this as ABC emergency. We'll change the name later. This should be also having the same. Generally, it will be meaningful. Now I'm just saving and then now we will go to the employee and check. We have ascended from 1. One we can do for the testing tomorrow on the same guy with the like other dates and other ranges of how it is populated. Today, first we will see whether the employee is getting sick or not. Then we'll run the report and see whether those items are getting populated properly when he's getting. So now you see previously only one vacation was there. Now we can see emergency and sick and we can see 96 hours and 24 hours credit on the giant. First, how we can verify that? When it's ready to once again, we'll run the report. And to go to our detailed report, which is the one here, now we can download the report. We need to see when it got credited each item. So now you see we have emergency, sick and vacation at the bottom. So now first let's see. We are saying the policy from 1-1 and it's Stanford. So directly he's getting 24 hours of vacation. We haven't applied and tested anything. So what are the balance he had on the next year? It is zeroed out. And again he's getting another 24 hours on the new year. Same for sick. is getting exactly the 96 hours which we have created on 1st of 2022, and it is zeroing out on the year end. Vacation is also working, but one day he is getting 6-16-16. When he is taking leave, it is detecting it. And first of like the year end, it is limiting it to 40 and reducing the whatever the hours, extra hours he had. And then again from the next year, first of the month, he is getting another 16 hours. So our policy is working fine. So today, what you need to do is soak Karan and I'm out. I'll just send this requirement to you, the chat. Or can you take a screenshot of this? And this is the, because from here I need to somehow nail it to my original system and then I need to put it in the chat. So if some more like if both of you can take the screenshot and share the group chat, it will be useful. So just what we need to do is, this is the requirement. So this is the requirement. You just created a new policy and show it to me tomorrow. The full thing, everything, including say vacation, emergency, everything. And what we need to do is tomorrow we will have more employees and we will have them assigned with different dates. Like since we are assigning the policy on 1 month, it is Sexy K is working fine. We need to check if you are changing the like, if an employee is hired on the meetup there, whether it's prorating it or not. So we'll have few employees who are hired in the middle of the year and we'll assign the policy on the hire date itself. If the proration needs to work, the employee needs to be hired in the middle of the year and this policy should be applied to him on the date of hire itself. Only then this will provide the grant. For that we might need to create one more grant. This is a yearly grant for Psyche. But we need one more grant which will provide. I'll show you 1 second. First I will complete this from the agency. There needs to be one more grant created that we will see tomorrow, like a one-time grant only on the date of hire, and it will not repeat only once for the first year. It will be the end of the year, so we will create that grant tomorrow. So, but before that, just complete these items so that we can be on the same track. So tomorrow the schedule is to only create the one-time grants and check the proration how it works. Then we'll jump into the balance, cascades and cascade groups. What is that and how? It is related to cascading profiles and cascading policies in pay policies. These two, how it is related to these two. These are not used in like maybe 95% of companies. They don't use it. But if you go to an interview prospect, they will ask this question. What is it? How you are using it? Let me do a quick overview on this. Tomorrow we will see in deep how we are doing it. What this balance, cascades and cascading profile means. What this does is first item. See, I am having like today, now hours of today. I am having only 8 hours of vacation and 40 hours of sick exam. As of today, like yearly, I am getting something. I have taken leaves. I have taken sick leaves also. So current balance, I have only 8 hours of vacation and 40 hours of sick. Now I need to go for an vacation. I need to take 3 days leave. But my vacation balance is only 8. In that case, my system will not allow me to put more than 8. We have given 0 as a disallow amount, so it will not go below 0. So when we configure the cascading policy and along with the balance cascade group, what it will do is, even if you have 8 hours, if you want to apply for 24 hours, we need to create a link between vacation and sick so that first it will check in the vacation bucket for 24 hours. You have only 8, 16 hours is needed. So you need to give a logic that if it is not in this bucket, search in sick bucket. If you are in sick, you can use it. So it will take 8 hours from here and like you can directly apply vacation itself in time cut. You need not apply as sick. You can directly apply 24 hours as vacation in time cut 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours for 3 days. From the actual bucket, it will take 8 hours from vacation and 16 hours directly from sick. But what you will be putting in the time cut is only vacation. So that is what it is cascading. It will cascade from vacation once it is zero out, and then it will go to sick and will zero out. Maybe if you have one more policy like emergency or something, and even if a sick is completed while applying vacation, I am going to apply for around 60 hours, means 8 it will take from here. Another 52 it will take from here. But 52 is not there, so it is only 40. So we still need one more. Hours means if we map something else against in this order, it will take it from there. You are getting my point, like what is the overview of cascading profiles and policies? Yes, yes. This they are. Mostly companies are not using it, but in the repository, they will be asking these questions. They consider this to be the complex items, like only few people might be knowing about it. So in the river, mostly these questions will come up. Won't. Like in Spanish, when we think about the Indian kind of leave policies which the pan-India, the companies will be following. If any of the employees goes on a leave, like on a public holiday. For example, Sunday is a public holiday, like if an employee goes leave on Saturday as well as on Monday. So the companies will be like the kind of leave. So how the system will, is there any kind of the practices in Chrome? I am not sure. Is Sunday already holiday? Suppose if an employee goes for a leave before on public holiday, after on public holiday. In such a case in my previous company, a public holiday is already a leave. Public holiday will come up. We will load all the public holidays here, and once we map it to the payroll, automatically that a day he will be getting us a leave only. So no pay will be detected. So what exactly you are asking? He is going to before day and after day he need to apply leaves. He actually has some emergency work. He went on a leave on Saturdays. So he can't finish the emergency work, and again he wants to leave on Monday as well. He can either apply through mobile or home system. No problem. In such a case, Indian standards. In my previous organization, they will be considered all 3 days as an on leave. But why is it so, like he is already having a holiday? Holidays should be considered a holiday only. But in Indian standards, like company to company, like they have an internal leave policy. So they came up with this kind of proposal. They'll be following as well. Suppose the employee is having a leave quota, just be called like an accrual in CROLA. So they have a leave policy. So, for example, if an employee goes for a Saturday leave, that would be their considered for Monday leave. So, if an employee can continues to leave on Monday as well, also suppose the company is considering like he is on leave for the 3 days. Even the public are also considered as on leave. So, is it currently? The condition is that he needs to come back to work after holiday, or he should be working before and after holiday to get the holiday. What is the kind of like for exact condition? He can, because I see here, he is allowed to take before day, but he only is taking before day and after day credit is not working. So my question is whether the condition is that he needs to work on Saturday alone is fine. But Saturday and Sunday together. If he's not Saturday and Monday together, if it's not working, credit will not be provided. But my question is if he's working on Saturday and is taking leave on Monday, will holiday get paid? Anyway, Saturday is going to be holiday and then everybody is coming back on Monday. My question is leave this scenario. So what you're saying, if I take leave on Tuesday and again Wednesday is a holiday, but Thursday also I'm taking leave, means Wednesday holiday should be considered as leave. Yes, exactly. So now I'm saying again Wednesday is a holiday, Tuesday I'm working, Wednesday is a holiday, Thursday I'm not coming to work. In that case, what is his scenario? In such a case, only the Thursday will be considered. Anyway, Wednesday is a public holiday. Thursday is going on leave. So the system is considered only 1 day leave. Then what you need to do is like we have a mechanism here when we go to the holiday credit, we are assigning it. So we just need to choose this tick mark. This condition, he needs to either work before or after holiday. So any 1 day, if he's working, he will get credit. Both the days he is taking leave, he will not get credit. Because like I was asking, some companies follow strict rule that both the days he need to work to get the holiday. So that's what I was just confirming with you. In newer condition, you can choose the third one, which is 1 day before he is working. He will be eligible for the holiday. Same, whatever we have created credits, everything is same. The eligibility, we just need to change. Credits, everything over the number of hours are based on his shift, based on the hours of time. He will get 10 hours. We can choose the hours of time. Whatever we have created already as our credit tool that works. Only thing is the eligibility we will need to. This is not a mandatory one. So just we need to enable this either before or after. And we can also have condition like he needs to take leave, he needs to be this much days employee. Those items are available here. Like after 30 days, only he will be eligible for holidays. After 40 days of working, only he will be eligible for holiday. Like that, these conditions are available. So usually for the fresh eggs and the other trialists, they have this kind of policy until unless you work for 30 days, only you will get a leave for 1 day. That we can do if it is based on this, the date of employment, we can use it. If it is based on number of days he has worked, 30 days means it will include Saturdays and days he might have leaves. So if you are exactly taking account of how many days he needs to work that, then we can use minimum time active. Those kind of things we can use, or we can use a specific date pattern, whichever we have created, or from a specific date. We can use it like that. There are options for that, but mostly these are not used. This, we will take care of the probation period itself. Then we will say that first 30 days or 60 days, nothing to give to him for leaves. And we will be keeping him in a separate payroll. Like we have different payrolls for the first 6 months, or like 3 months when he is a part and not a permanent employee. He is a temporary employee until that. It is confirmation, yes? So in that case, we will provide unto that 2-3 months. We will keep him in a separate profile. And what we will do is, like Austin LTP, we'll have Austin LTP part-time or Austin LTP temp, something on the payroll. And what we will do is simple. We will give any condition for that 3 months. We will remove that payroll, will not have any holidays. In such a case, unless it is the permanent employee, if he goes to any, then the system is concerned like there is a loss of this kind of holiday. We are handling holidays here. After all, we will handle it based on, after all, policy. There is a probation period. We need to give how many days. Until that, he will not get any credit. Holiday credits, if we pick mostly what will be, this is full time. That is the reason I have to use some holidays. If this is a payroll which is saying Austin, LTP or part-time, in that case holidays will be disabled. No holidays will be selected for it. So nothing will be selected. And one more. After completion of probation. So it might be like 3 months or 6 months after finishing of the probation period. So he has to be like as a regular one. The eligibility. So how the system is going to be. Accrual policy is easy. We have probation period. After completion of, we can have the in accruals, we can have it in the normal policy itself. So there is a probation period in here. So when we are creating a policy itself, we can choose a probation period. So even for R6, we can say maybe first 3 months he should not be able to take any leave, means we can choose a probation period. You can choose a 6 days probation period and save it. So first 6 days it will not grant him anything. After that only he will be eligible to take sick leave. So let me show you how it works. We have to do concentration as manual, or the system is going to be. System will be calculated. Once we do this, configuration system will automatically do the work. I'm not sure for sick it will work or not. That's how it is like that. Let me show. One second, it's not a trap like. We have played it on our still in this. I've just selected a random one. I'm not sure how exactly it will work, but I can show you how the probation is. And maybe here I'll show you. Tomorrow probably we'll pick up on Saturday in that same matter. So, like first 6 months, first 3 months, he is not eligible to take any leaves and holidays. We'll pick that scenario. This probation period is already existing and I have just picked it up. We will see how it works. It is not ending. It's not ending itself. So ideally how it will be, you can see here. It's crediting 96 but it will say probation. You can see here. But now it's not working properly. What will happen is there will be another row on the end of the third month or 6 months, whichever we have choose as the probation period. There he will get the balances 96 from here. Currently it is having 96, but it is in probation. That's the reason you are not able to use it. Let me check that probation once again. I can show you properly. I just picked the random probation period who created it. What is the probation period I have choose to have? Date. So probation period, this is the one I have choose. Let me see. This needs to be changed. Probation ends after 90 days. He has given the name as 90 days and he has given us every 1 year. It will repeat. Then the employer will not get anything. We will create a new probation period on as per your rule. 60 days. And type is single, not recurring. Once he wants, he is going to use probation ends after 60 days. This is the date of hire. Hire date, hire date. "60 days from data file." We can also have a qualifier like how many days he is active for this probation. But we are going with the symbol only. Let's keep it simple, like 60 days from data file. Now let me go to our sick policy. Use. Now let's run the policy. As sometimes it will take 2-3 minutes to get applied. We will see it. Use a marker plane editing. Display system. Something happened. Chainsman. not working. We will see it. Probably, I need to check the date because which we used is data file. We need to see what is the data file. We can use accrual data file. Ovation period not working. It will not work for this guy now. Policy is working correct, only man. The reason it is not triggering. This employee is already hired. We have only changed his policy recently. The reason it is not working is we have assigned the policy from 1/1, but the probation period is only for 60 days from data file. This employee is already hired on 2021, so his probation has already completed on 2021 itself. So tomorrow probably what we will do is we will remove his sign off till 2021 and we will assign the policy exactly on his hire date and we can receive. So policy is working correct only. But since we have assigned it from 1/1/2022, probation period is already completed. Only 60. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@therightuptalk.com.